So the concentration of glutathione in our body is as follows. All right. This was not some figures that I thought of myself. They were taken from Jim Gutman, and it is freely available. Glutathione, your body's most powerful protected glutathione. Right? We have in the liver 7.3 micromoles per gram of liver that we have, highest concentration. And after that, we have the kidneys. And after the kidneys, surprise, the eye. We have a lot of glutathione around the eye. And it was also through the eye that glutathione was originally discovered in 1888. Alright? Because we have a lot of glutathione in our eye for the sole purpose of protecting us so that we do not go carefully. You will notice that your eye is one of the only organs that is not protected by a layer of skin. Alright? Then of course you have the brain, 1.5 micromoles per. Seeing now, worldwide, more and more people are having neurodegenerative diseases. Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, Huntington disease, dementia. All of these are coming, they are coming to attack us. For the main reason that we don't have sufficient glutathione in our brain. The simple solution would be to increase your glutathione levels. Taking vitamin C is not going to help, alright? And taking a host of other things are not going to help. And there are still continuously more and Parkinson's disease, alright? Because they don't have sufficient glutathione in the brain. And of course we have the ear. That's why as you grow older, because your glutathione levels are depleted, you start to have problems with hearing, right? The hearing diseases or the ear diseases are not prevalent in young people. So of course, this is only a representative map of our whole body. But of course, you're talking about the skin. There are so many other things. Has or must have glutathione. Every single cell. There is not even one cell in our body that doesn't have glutathione. It is as simple as that. So, what can it do for us? A host of things here. For those of you who are already Max Associates, you know this, right? Feel more energetic, slow down the aging process, reduces muscle and joint discomfort, strengthens the immune system, detoxifies the liver, and so on and so forth, improves the skin, enhances athletic performance and recovery. So this is what it does for us. There's a whole list. In later installments of this live broadcast, I will bring up some of these other diseases and some of the other things that can be affected just by merely increasing your glutathione levels. So there are 78 lifestyle diseases associated with low glutathione level, and these are some of them. They are not caused, it's a result of these diseases that our glutathione levels starts to drop. So we cannot equate that. If you have less glutathione, you're going to have cataract, you're going to have Parkinson's. No. But because you have cataract, because you have Parkinson's disease, rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, because of the diseases, your glutathione levels are going to be low. They're going to be low. This is the rationale for glutathione. Now, I have some references here. I don't know whether you can see it, but for the audience here, you can actually see that we have the diseases and the PubMed publication and the number of citations. Take for example, Alzheimer's disease. Let's put it this way. I have listed 3 here, but there are actually 1,004 Alzheimer's disease and glutathione. That is all about diabetes. Glutathione references 5,103. Right? Lung diseases 7,845. Why do we get medical professionals who say that it is not documented? There are 7,000, there are 140,000 documentation. Whether you believe them, whether they were really controlled, is another thing. But scientists have taken the trouble to decipher or to make it so that you understand that glutathione is important. So you can check all of this. What you do is you go to pubmed.gov and type in any disease, HIV, space, glutathione. Press enter. You will have this figure, space, glutathione, you get 814 citations. And this is the latest so far in March. But with the present rate of 10 research papers submitted every day, this figure will change every month. So, glutathione levels in our body depletes from age 20. So, before you're 20 years old, you don't need to increase your glutathione unless you are sick. But if you are you're a normal guy, normal young people, especially from Ghana and from Nigeria, from the age 20, your glutathione level drops by 10 to 15% every 10 years. Every 10 years. And accelerates after age 50. So it creates a host of problems. So when you're 50, it's going to create even more problems. This is a research paper that we have from 1988, comparing the males and the females blood glutathione levels. So we have the male. Glutathione levels drop in males by 31.5% in 60 years. So they have high levels, 19.4 micromoles, and then 20 years later, 16.8, and then 13.3. So in time, 31.5 in 60 years. Now the female, they start off with more glutathione. All females have more glutathione. So the females are more healthy than the males. But as they get older, as they get older, the glutathione levels starts to drop at an accelerated rate because of childbearing, because of menopause. So in time, at age 60 to 80, in 60 years, the females' glutathione levels would have dropped by more than 53%. So if you have a mother, if you have a wife who is above 60 or 50 over years old, they need to increase their glutathione. Bar none. There's no ifs and buts and maybe, there's no such thing. Alright? This has been proven in a research that was done in 1998. Right? This is to show you that our glutathione levels drop. And if you are sick, if it comes accompanied with a sickness, it is even more drastic. So you can imagine. So as you get older, then you have the aches and pains. They didn't come by magic, They came because you lack something in your body. Right? And that something is glutathione. Now, so a summary of the glutathione depletion: you have excessive free radicals, limited and compromised antioxidant defense because you don't take enough antioxidants. The glutathione detoxification process, the conjugation process in which the glutathione actually leaves your body, and our low concentration of cysteine in our body results in decreased glutathione levels in our body. And this cascades, and our body cannot protect us against infection, physical stress, cellular damage, and physical aging. So we get more and more and more sick. Some people can live until 100. Some people can live until 70. And some die as young as 50. Why? They're because of the diseases, the damage that's been done because we have decreased levels of glutathione. The buildup of toxins and free radicals trigger chronic inflammation in our body. Upsets the oxidation reduction balance. We must have a balance of glutathione and glutathione disulfide. there must be a balance. There must be 90%. This is the balance. 90% of glutathione, 10% of glutathione disulfide. But for some people, there's an imbalance, and that causes a problem in our body. Right? Triggers the release of pro-inflammatory protein molecules secreted by our cells of our body's immune system. So our immune system secretes certain proteins, and this makes more trouble for our body. Now, this imbalance is considered destructive to our cells. If this imbalance continues, more and more of our cells will die. So as you get older, then you have the sagging skin, the drooping eyelids, and then the pain in the leg, and then swelling in your joints. Anyway, these are for the older people, but the young people, you don't have to worry until you get old. Okay, so what is glutathione? This is something that a lot of people don't understand. Glutathione is made up of 3 amino acids inside the cell. Alright, these are all amino acids are actually proteinogenic. Alright, so they are simple proteins. So we have to make this glutathione molecule, we need glutamic acid, we need cysteine, and we need glycine. And this yellow box indicates that you cannot create glutathione outside of your cell. Right? It doesn't happen because there is one specific ingredient that helps this to happen. For glutamic acid to be coupled with cysteine, and the resulting molecule called gamma-glutamyl-cysteine couples with glycine using also ATP to create the glutathione molecule. So now, that's very good. So what's the problem? The problem here is that cysteine is considered the rate limiting factor in intracellular glutathione production in our body. The key word here to remember is intracellular glutathione, not just glutathione. This is the mistake that a lot of people make. Glutathione must be produced intracellularly for it to become bioavailable. Right? So within our cells, cysteine, because it is not readily bioavailable in our diet. The molecule is fragile and easily denatured. Our natural ability to create cysteine decreases with age. Think about this. Our body actually creates cysteine. But as we get older, the production of cysteine is reduced. Just imagine a young guy. Where did the glutathione come from? You can't take glutathione whole. So it needs to have the cysteine molecule in the cell to create the glutathione. So if it was not created by the body, where was it created? It is advanced class. I will describe to you how the cysteine is produced inside our body. But just suffice to tell you now that as you get older, your cysteine production reduces. So all of this, and even to the extent, cysteine is susceptible to oxidation outside the cell. If you have cysteine, so if you supplement with a cysteine supplement, it will be oxidized if it is outside the cell. Okay, so these are the reasons why cysteine is called the rate limiting factor. So you see, if you don't have the cysteine, there's no glutathione, there's only glutamic acid and glycine inside our cell. So the difference between intracellular or extracellular glutathione. Extracellular glutathione is not bioavailable outside of the cell. It must be produced inside the cell. The reason for this is because glutathione functions as a storage and transport form of cysteine. It stores the cysteine for the body to use the cysteine. And half-life of extracellular, if you take a glutathione supplement, L-glutathione or reduced, or whatever glutathione you want to call it, it survives in plasma from 1.6 to 15 minutes. That is gone. it will be broken down into its component parts. It will be metabolized by gamma glutamyl transferase. Right? Don't worry about the big names. Just know that if it comes out of the cell, it gets broken down. And more serious than breaking the glutathione molecule down is that cysteine is auto-oxidized to cysteine. See, the spelling is different. C-Y-S-T-I-N-E, as opposed to allergic reactions if in excess. If you have excess of cysteine in your body, you're going to have Stevens-Johnson syndrome. You're going to have toxic epidermal necrosis. These are allergic cysteine reactions. The skin starts to leave your tissue. And because of non-nourishment, it's something that is burned. Right? So, glutathione must be synthesized intracellularly, inside the cell, not outside the cell, for it to be bioavailable. A physician, America's top physicians from 2003 to 2008, named one of the world's top 2,000 outstanding scientists. He is going to talk to us about oral glutathione.
If you use a glutathione supplement, it will be destroyed in your stomach before it's absorbed.
And even if glutathione could reach the cells, the glutathione molecule is simply too big and heavy to pass through the cell membrane.
Look at it this way. We've got a hole this big and a substance this big. It doesn't fit in very well.
So first you have glutathione molecules that catabolize inside our gastrointestinal tract. So you have no glutathione. And even if they were to pass through the cellular glutathione molecules are too big and too heavy to make it bioavailable. This is how serious the situation is. So if you are spending your money taking glutathione, the efficacy of that glutathione molecule, of that glutathione capsule, what must we do to increase glutathione? What is the right way for us to increase the glutathione? That's where I come from. The company called Max International. 17 countries worldwide with so many numbers of and subsequently all over the world, in all these places, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, El Salvador, Australia. Now, Max International celebrated its 10th anniversary in 2017. That's about 2 years ago. All right. So you can imagine that we are a company with sufficient associates, 320,000 associates worldwide, with the biggest number of associates in America. All right. So these are the people who are going around and trying to do what? To spread the news about glutathione. Some young scientists who discovered something and within a short period of time say that they have some miracle cure for some obscure disease, right? Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa, PhD. Now, all of you who are associates, please remember that Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa's birthday is on the 31st of May. So when we come 31st of May, please wish him happy birthday. For me, he's a great guy, right? A renowned professor and research scientist and expert on the chemistry and delivery of glutathione, right? So you have Herbert T. Nakazawa with all his credentials here, U.S. Homeland Security Award recipient for the 3-minute antidote to cyanide poisoning. All right, you have cyanide poisoning, you pop in this pill created by Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa, and voila, you have no cyanide poisoning anymore. Okay, just to add so that you know it's ribosine. If Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa is watching this, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Okay. Okay. So the glutathione breakthrough. This is in essence the life work of Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa. 25 years of research, and it was released. Now 33 years. And we're still doing research on it. We have 25 peer-reviewed articles, 38 patents and patents pending. The product that we have or the compound that we have is called ribosine. Alright? It's not called glutathione. Remember that. The most advanced glutathione precursor technology available exclusively from Max International. You don't buy this from Max International. With Max International, you're not going to get the product. It's as simple as that. Alright? So, the magic word here is glutathione precursor. I have a lot of downlines who are actually doctors. I have trained them so that they don't say, can I have the... So, we have a patent for that. So, ribosine, do not mistake this. You don't go and buy cysteine and ribose, bring it back home, use your mixer, stir it together, put it in capsules, and you want to start selling it. So you may call it cysteine ribose or cisbose. I don't know what you want to call it, right? But it doesn't work like that because ribosine is actually a prodrug. It is a compound. Alright? Be very careful about this because we have equal quantities of ribose and cysteine combined together in a special process to create ribosine, 125 milligrams. So do not compare us with any of the other products that is outside. Alright? A compound is a substance formed by bonding of two elements or ingredients in definite proportion by weight. So do not compare us with proprietary blends, proprietary formula. You have some special, innovative, special formulation from other companies. This is not something like that. It's different. It's the production of glutathione. So we have bioavailable solution by Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa. We have ribose and cysteine, fully protected sulfhydryl group. One day you will understand what this fully protected sulfhydryl group means. If you want to understand this faster than my next presentation, go and watch Dr. Herbert T. Nakazawa's explanation of what ribosine is. Alright, we have ribose, goes into the body, interacts with the mitochondria to create one of the components that is required for producing glutathione, adenosine triphosphate, ATP. And we have, of course, the cysteine that combines, firstly, with glutamic acid. Now, for those of you who are scientific inclined, this process is in sequence. You cannot jump. There's no way for the cysteine to combine with glycine and then to combine with the glutamic acid. This is a step by step. It's a sequence, alright? The sequence create gamma-glutamyl-cysteine and gamma-glutamyl-cysteine using ATP, and of course there are other ingredients also. There are other required salts and all that to make this work, right? For it to create glutathione. So if any of you want to know how it actually works, you can contact me later, right? And this glutathione molecule that we have is 300% more effective in raising glutathione compared to N-acetylcysteine. And it is 828% more effective than taking oral glutathione. Ribosine, right? So how effective is ribosine? Clinically proven stimulation of glutathione levels in liver cells. Remember this? Liver cells, right? It's not through the whole body, but you can see this. Oral glutathione, whatever you want to call it. They can call it reduced, L, or some magic word they come up with, It's still glutathione that is produced outside of the cell is called whatever glutathione you want to call it. Okay? So this is how it works, and it is from a paper back from 1987. Alright? So there's a research paper on this. So the product funding, we have National Institute of Health, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Max International didn't fund this themselves. Max International didn't even exist when Herbert T. Nakazawa in 1986, when he first mooted the idea, the proof of concept. for ribosine. Right? We have the Veterans Administration, where Dr. 𝕄𝕚𝕦𝕒𝕒𝕏 actually works, and various universities. So trust in ribosine backed by hard scientific research and development. So the summary of publication: 33 years of research by top scientific minds, 25 peer reviews, and this is the progression from 1986 until 2018, and even until today, 2019, it still continues. And as far as I'm aware, we are doing some clinical trials in New Zealand, in Australia, and it will be submitted to PubMed or one of the medical journals very soon. Right? So you can find all of this on our website. The peer-reviewed reports are all there on the MAX website. And 16 top scientists. This was not discovered by 2 scientists who were sitting there and all that, you know. This was a collaboration of so many PhD holders. Look at the credentials of these people. And the person that I admire the most is probably Dr. Jeanette C. Roberts. But she was the one who initiated or who started this. There's an interview with her, you know, about ribosine, about glutathione, about Dr. 𝕄𝕚𝕦𝕒𝕒𝕏. Take the time, go and listen to that. Right? It'll give you some insight into what she did. Okay? She's instrumental in ribosine. Now, ribosine increases glutathione flow. What is your guarantee? You can say, yeah, I know, everybody states everything, right? They sell you L-glutathione, they say, oh, it increases your glutathione. Where is it? Where's the research? Did they patent the product? Our product's patented. And the patent states, method to enhance delivery of glutathione and ATP levels in cells. This is your virtual guarantee that if you take the product, it will increase your glutathione. This is your virtual guarantee that if you take the product, you will increase your ATP levels. Which other product on the market says that? You take our product, it increases. This is a US patent. It is something that is different and was given to Herbert Nagasawa, and it was later transferred to Max International, and it confirms that ribosine is a new and novel ingredient that really works. Right? It really works. We have also the Australian Department of Health, where it's listed as a medicine. Alright, this was given to Max International on the May 2017. This is how significant Max International, the products from Max International are. So we have the product certification, we have halal certification, we have banned substance control group, we have World Anti-Doping, Consumer Labs, National Sanitation Foundation, you know, a whole list of them, good manufacturing practices, and all of them are there. So you're buying, if you consume a product, you can rest assured that you're buying world-class product. So there is something for you to remember also. Stop telling everybody that, wait a minute, can I have the gluten? Right, if it's a consumer, can I have the glutathione capsule? It's okay. But if you are an associate, please do not use it, because just a reminder that the product that we have contains no glutathione. No glutathione. If you go to the Max website and you consult all the products that we sell, there is not even one product that we have in Max International. Whether it is ATP, whether it is Max Infused, it is Max 1 Cellgevity, there is not even 1 milligram of glutathione in it. No glutathione in what we sell. But we call ourselves the glutathione company. Wow! It's so special, right? It's so special. The marketing people are so great. We are the glutathione company. We don't sell glutathione. How about that? Okay, so this compound that I created, this is Dr. 𝕄𝕚𝕦𝕒𝕒𝕏, ribosine. It's a combination of ribose and cysteine, not glutathione. This is far the capsule that you are taking is far away from being glutathione. Alright, because there is a whole process for it to be turned into glutathione. So we have next one. Alright? Ribose and cysteine, 125 milligrams per capsule, pure, unadulterated ribosine. Okay? With all of its glory. And we have 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕒, 162.5 milligrams of ribosine coupled synergistically with alpha-lipoic acid, broccoli, anyway. You go read this from the internet. Alright? All the ingredients, 12 of them. And we have also our weight management, not the weight loss, it's weight management. It's not a dietary supplement. This contains ribosine also. And we have max ATP. Okay? No glutathione, huh? Always remember that, not even 1 milligram. Not even 1 milligram.